Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, where we have defeated the last of the Chosen Ones, Lord Envar Gortash himself. And as it turned out, he actually was kind of the weakest of the three Chosen Ones. I mean, he kind of presented himself as sort of the leader of the three, but you know, once you disabled his steel watches and lured him away from all his other contraptions, he wasn't really that big of a menace. Even his special Baneite powers didn't really seem to do much as far as I could tell. So yeah, that battle was surprisingly easy compared to some other battles we had. Even the battle in the Steel Watch was more difficult than that, and it definitely was easier than the fights against Orin and Catherick. I would actually say that Catherick was the most difficult one, although Orin was pretty hard as well. But him, well, not so much. But yeah, before we go and check out his loot, let's quickly talk to Karlach, because she clearly has something to say about this.
It's finished. It's done. I need to see him up close. I need to know he's dead.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's dead. He looks pretty dead, and he is nicely placed in a giant puddle of blood. But yeah, we gotta take his nether stone, so let's do it.
So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us.
Same as the rest of us. He's dead now, you've won. Perhaps a bit uglier. You can sense she's working something out. Say nothing. I think it's fine to affirm the fact that she has won now.
I don't feel like I've won. All I feel is tired. Is that it then? Killed the bastard who ruined my life, and now I crawl into a corner and die? Am I fucking missing something?
This is all a lot to take in. It's no wonder you're overwhelmed. What do you mean? Say nothing? Life isn't fair. Get used to it. Yeah, sure, life isn't fair, but I'm not sure if that's what she wants to hear right now. So, what exactly do you mean?
It makes no sense. None of it means anything. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die.
Well, I realize it's probably not much comfort to you now, but the point was to make sure he's not going to hurt any other people. And that he's not going to use the nether stones and the elder brain to make himself like the tyrant of this entire place and subjugate so many people. Obviously, it's not going to undo what he did to you, and it's not going to make him feel sorry, but it was never going to do that. But you're not dead yet. I'm here with you, and I will be until the very end. I don't want you to die. It makes no sense. Maybe we can still fix your engine, stabilize it. Karlach, it doesn't need to be this way. You can still return to Avernus. Yeah, I mean, she could, but I think she already stated pretty clearly that she doesn't want to. Although, I still think that just visiting the House of Hope every now and then for a while might at least, like, delay the failure of her engine, and that place wouldn't be so bad, right? So I'm not sure if that would still be an option. But either way, I will be here with you until the end.
Don't say that. So you found some way to fix me. That now Gortash is dead, I'll get my heart back. My heart. It was mine. And they took it. I'm going to be as dead as Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil.
This is so sad.
It isn't fair. I don't want it like this.
Yes, it isn't fair, and I wish I could do something to fix this, but the only fix that I can offer is return to Avernus, and she doesn't want that. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's any other way out of this. I would do anything to change it, but I just can't. Let it out, it's about time. It is what it is. It's time to soldier forward with the time you have left. We're all going to die one day. In the end, we're all the same. I mean, yes, we're all going to die. As a matter of fact, who knows if we will survive fighting the Elder Brain. But regardless of that, you know, some people get to live long, fulfilling lives, and she won't be able to do that, and it's not fair. And in that way, I guess we're not all the same. So I don't think this is going to be much comfort to her. Yeah, I would do anything to change it, but I just can't.
You could try. You got a wish spell in that pack of yours. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I mean, I have some scrolls of Revivify. Maybe that would do the trick. But I mean, even if I would revive her hell engine would probably just kill her again, right? I don't know, but whatever it is, I think we're meant to do it together. That's for you to decide. Live for as long as you can. Protect Baldur's Gate until your dying breath. I mean, all of these four options are actually kind of nice. But I think I gotta go with the first one here. I think we are meant to do it together.
Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for
I most
listening.
certainly will.
For existing. Love you.
I mean, listening and existing is kind of the bare minimum I can do here. So she's just walking over these stun mines. Why do they explode anyway? I have disabled all of them. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I guess Karlach needs some time on her own, but hopefully we can talk to her later. I guess now that she accomplished like that big goal in front of her, which was to, you know, take down Gortash, get revenge, and now she realizes nothing has changed for her. It was just all, you know, breaking out of her. So I can understand that she needs a bit of time to think about this. But we still need to look at Gortash's loot and take his nether stone. So let's see, what do you have for us, Mr. Gortash? Fabricated arbalest. Illuminating shot. Not sure if any of my companions need this. I guess it would be nice to give it to someone just for the sunbeam spell, even if they don't actually use any ranged weapons. Phase optimizer, a key, a note from Helsik. Lord G. Yes, if necessary, I could get you back into the House of Hope, for the right price, of course. Though I doubt they'd be happy to see you again. You didn't exactly leave on the best of terms. However, you know your business better than I, or anyone else. H. Devil's Fee. Yeah, right, I mean, apparently Gortash's parents sold him to Raphael, so I suppose that Gortash spent some time in the House of Hope. A surprisingly low amount of gold. Cloth of Authority. Dauntless, you can't be frightened and cannot be afflicted with other emotion-altering conditions. Advantage on intimidation and insight. Might not be useful to me. Tyrannical jackboots. +1 bonus to charisma and saving throws. And another stone-studded gauntlet, but it's for unarmed attacks, so I may not need this. Oh. Clearly the game expected me to fight Gortash inside the building, because that's where the cutscene is. Although the one with Karlach was on the outside, interestingly enough. And there's another stone.
The last stone. I need to see it for myself.
Do you now?
There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
As I expected, the docks under the city must lead to a morphic pool. That's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain.
Okay. Why would they put it there? Do you think we are ready to face the Elder Brain? We should go back to the Undercity docks. I'm not ready. Yeah, why would they put it there?
To conceal it, one would imagine. And to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground.
Yes, I do think I remember that place. We have seen that before in the sewers. And do you think we're ready to face the Elder Brain?
With the stones in hand and the Chosen dead, we stand as good a chance as we ever will. As to how good a chance that is, I cannot say. But I have hope.
All right. We should go back to the Undercity docks. I'm not ready. Yeah, I still have a little bit of stuff I would like to do first.
You are right to be cautious. A fight with the most powerful being in all the realms is not to be entered into ill-prepared. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. We will end this one way or another, in death, thraldom, or freedom. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
So you're saying there's going to be a point of no return. I hope the game will tell me before I cross that point. But I mean, it did so before, when I was about to, trigger a certain end game in a certain region. So I'm guessing it's going to do so for the main end game as well. Okay, I picked up a bunch of stuff and now I'm over encumbered again. So I will have to give some of that away. Also, why did I pick up Gortash's hand? I'm guessing this might be required for Orin. If you kill Gortash first, you bring the hand to Orin? Is that what's going on here? Okay. And yeah, I guess I will also pick up
Keep your distance, darling.
the loot
Let's
from the
hope
other
for
people
gold.
here. And I want to go back into that throne room and see if we can find anything of interest.
Let's go.
And now he's over encumbered as well. Alright,
No one stopped me yet.
let's take
On
a
my
look
way.
at this place, because we didn't really get to look around here when we first came. And oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Apparently a lot of stuff we can look at. Invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. Probably have seen that one before. I mean, mostly it's invasion plans for the Sword Coast that we find. Next steps. Gortash Private Memoir Notes, number 17, Pacifying the City. From the standpoint of control of the masses, the Elder Brain's rate of tadpole vivipary is disappointing. There will never be enough larvae to tadpole all the citizens of Baldur's Gate, or even the majority. The alternative approach to pacifying the city is two-pronged. First, we take control of the municipal executive functions from the top down by leveraging fear of the absolute to get me appointed Baldur's Gate's Archduke. Well, he was successful with that step. Second, we deploy a program of selective tadpoling of key individuals as larvae become available, until all the city's power centers are effectively under my control. Assuming the success of this scheme, we should be able to spare a nursery or two of tadpoles to begin the same process in I must interview my southern agents to determine who will be best to execute this plan. Okay, apparently he already made some plans to expand his operations here. Let me maybe pick up the stuff so I have a better idea what I haven't read yet. Knights of the Shield report. Attempts to displace the Knights of the Shield from their smuggling and contraband networks have been more difficult than anticipated, and we face a shortfall in reaching our target quota and arresting key clients from the Knights. Our assumption that we could pry business away from the Knights by simply offering their clients a better percentage has proven naive, with fences and customs runners routinely choosing loyalty to the Knights over profit. Negotiations with prospective clients have proven so difficult that we now believe the Knights exert some sort of influence over their partners beyond the profit motive. The indications are that this influence is psychic rather than magical, but further investigation is required. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. Well, that's an interesting theory. Or maybe the Black Hand of Loyalty just doesn't understand the concept of loyalty and doesn't understand why these partners might prefer the Knights of the Shield. The Stelmane connection. That could be interesting. As previously reported, the position of the Knights of the Shield as the leading smuggling syndicate in Baldur's Gate is strong, anomalously so. A generous bribery of key operatives has elicited the information that the Knights are working hand in glove with a member of the Council of Four, Duke Belin Stelmane. Though Stelmane shows evidence of increasing debility due to some sort of wasting disease, her influence over transfer of contraband in the gate has only grown as her physical abilities have declined. Solving this enigma should give us the key to bringing down the knights. Investigations continue. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. Gortash apparently was quite interested in the Knights of the Shields. Yeah, let's pick up the stuff we've already read. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. There we go. We have seen that quite a few times already. Okay, studies of the Elder Brains. A report for Lord Gortash by Scribe Ianthus. An illicit Elder Brain is many things. Absolute ruler of its Mind Flayer colony, fount of procreation through its production of illicit larvae and the so-called tadpoles. But most of all, an Elder Brain is a supremely powerful organic calculator. A mental machine able to process a vast number of simultaneous thought processes. It is always 100 moves ahead and cannot be surprised, except by a sudden confluence of unexpected variables. Yes, that is the definition of a surprise. Mortal genius and innovation are no match for its sheer computational power. Below this, a note is appended in Gortash's precise handwriting. No weakness but the unexpected. It seems I sure need unexpected allies. I wonder what allies he's talking about. The other chosen ones, or maybe a certain group of adventurers? Baldur's Gate Temple of Baal. A report for Lord Gortash by Scribe Ianthus. Your humble servant must report a failure in his assigned task of determining the location of the Baal Temple. Its location is known in a general sense. It's in the haunted, tumble-down subterranean complex usually called the Undercity Ruins. But though these ruins are said to be accessible from Baldur's Gate's sprawling sewer system, accounts differ on the location of this access point. The access point isn't really that difficult to find, but getting inside is. Even if one could find a way into the ruins, they are extensive, and the temple's location within them is no longer certain. The temple was last active during the time of the Baalist leader Saravok over a century ago, and is said to have fallen into disuse after his passing. I shall report to the disciplinarian to expiate my failure. What an eager subject.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
And finally, a schematic compendium. This portfolio notebook is stuffed with page after page of diagrams and schematics, recognizable as Gondian designs for magically enhanced mechanisms, but amended and expanded by notes in Gortash's precise handwriting, with emendations such as infernal hellfire power sources, illicit synapse cable wiring, and even Githyanki image projection hexnology. Particularly striking is a diagram of a giant steel watcher variant with a note in Gortash's hand reading, "Weight insupportable, cut the mass." I mean, you gotta hand it to Gortash. He certainly was clever and he was willing to use all sorts of resources. It's kind of a shame that he wasted all his potential and intelligence on being evil. Okay, we have more stuff going on here. Let's pick up the amethyst and pick up this, and we have the Journal of Enver Gortash. I knew it would be risky to give one of the netherstones to that loose catapult Orin, but when I look in her eyes, I feel something, though I'm not sure what to call it. And after all, what's the point of a grand alliance of the Dead Three without old Baal? I thought I could depend on that aged stump Ketheric. However, it never even occurred to me he could be brought down by a random collective of shabby adventurers. Hey, we're not so shabby. Obviously, possession of the weapon was the key element. But do the vagabonds possess the weapon, or does the weapon possess them? Clearly talking about the artifact. It's just as the great sages say, a plan will take you only so far, and then you have to fall back on principles. And inasmuch as control is the guiding principle of the committed Bainite, it's axiomatic that I must be in control of all 3 netherstones. The solution is obvious. Pit the vagabonds against the loose catapult, and once they bring me the other 2 netherstones, we'll find suitable positions for them in their new order to follow. Not the illicit grand design, of course, but the golden reign of Gortash. Yes, that has a nice ring to it. So maybe, he actually would have honored his promise and would have given us some nice, powerful position in his empire if we had turned over the netherstones. I'm actually curious to know what happens if you try to go along with his plan and give him the netherstones. I mean, I'm guessing the game is not going to end with Gortash becoming the ruler and you becoming his henchman or something, but who knows, maybe that's an option. Then we shall deal with our naughty absolute brain and its growing propensity to throw petulant psionic tantrums. It's no accident that I chose to place it in a domed cavern beneath the upper city. The location is perfectly formed to concentrate the psychic force of the netherstone, concentrated to such a degree that not even our Netherese enhanced brain will be able to resist my commands. Once I control all 3 netherstones naturally, and the sooner the better. Okay, that was his plan. And he more or less told us about the plan, I suppose. The ultimate state. I believe I may have seen this one already. What is progress? Yeah, I think we found this one in the house of his parents before. Memoir notes with recent addenda. Has Gortash just been writing his memoirs the entire time? Memoirs by Gortash, outline for Chapter 4. I re-establish worship of Bane in Baldur's Gate as a hidden cult. I realize the secret worship of Baal is also on the resurgence and acquaint myself with the local leader, an actual Baal spawn. The Baal spawn and I work together on a heist from the House of Wonders and discovering common goals forge an alliance. In dreams, the Baal spawn and I are visited by Baal and Bane, who name us their chosen and command us to seek out an ally with Ketheric Thorm, the chosen of Merkel. Visiting Ketheric at Moonrise Towers, I learn of the Mind Flayer colony in the Underdark below and conceive a plan to conquer its elder brain using the Crown of Curses. The Baal spawn and I employ a Diabolist's services to gain access to Mephistar and steal the crown. We 3 chosen use the crown to enslave the colony's elder brain. But during that raid, the Baal spawn is betrayed by the Baalist's second in command, Orin the Red, who usurps the Baal spawn's power and declares herself Baal's new chosen. I didn't know that. Did I? That there was a different chosen before? Not much of a chosen one if you can be replaced by your second in command so easily. But okay. Following my master plan, the new trio brainstorms our grand hoax of the Absolute. Note, Where to put in the astral prism and the adventurers who took it after its theft from Vlakith, and when to admit considering taking them as my new allies. Apparently he has been planning this for quite some time, you know, making an alliance with us. But yeah, nice summary of your plans and how all of this worked out. Order of the Gauntlet on matters of law and justice. Good is the absence of evil. It means to seek peace and to enforce it. It means to seek depravity and to denounce it. It means to trust in your God and yourself, for the greatest good of all is called faith. Goodness is not lawfulness. A law is commandment of God or of mortals. It is the call of authority and the sanction of its opponent. Law is the father of order. To renounce it is to invite chaos, in which there is neither meaning nor life. Law can be corrupted. Lawfulness is not goodness. I say to you, then, that we seek not to be good or to be lawful, but to be just. For what is it to be good if we cannot define the acts that oppose it? What is it to be lawful if it's the devil's commands we obey? Justice is the hand that feeds the hungry and the shield that guards the weak. It is the sword that fells the wicked and the cloak that warms the indigent. It is for justice that the Order of the Gauntlet stands watch, and it is justice that Tyr and Torm, Helm and Hor demand. Okay, well, this is a completely different subject matter. The Astral Prism heist. That seems interesting. Even more private memoirs, number 16. The Astral Prism heist. After that dream I had about the Githyanki threat to our accelerated grand design, where did these dreams come from? My research led me to pore through the old archives left behind in Moonrise Towers by the High Heralds. These records included some surprising early sources, both Githyanki and Githzerai, that mention a relic or artifact called the Astral Prism or Prism. Though the source of its power was unstated, this artifact was reputed to be able to project a field that disrupted illicit psionics. Such an artifact would clearly be an existential threat to both our absolute ambitions and the grand design. All three of the ancient sources agreed that the Astral Prism was in the hands of the Githyanki Lich Queen of Vlakith. Thus was born the plan to send a tadpole strike team in a regrown Nautiloid piloted by the Emperor to steal the Astral Prism from Vlakith. But that didn't work out, right? Because the Emperor kinda managed to escape by basically going into the Astral Prism. Interesting. Okay, I think we've read all of this. Maybe someone
Oh, I have the
can
magic
pick
touch.
up this nice stuff here.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Baldur found the city. I have seen that before, but I can't reach any of that. Okay.
How much further can I go?
Anything else? I got a bunch of stuff here, but it's just some dishes, and I'm not sure if I need to pick up all of these fruits, to be honest. Okay, but we got a chest here. Alright, some gold. Servitor of the Black Hand Gloves. Again, unarmed. And a fear spell. And what is this over here? Is this like a statue of Bane? Probably. Okay, there's more to read. Vulnerable Patriarchs. Lord Gortash, obedience before all. Based on their levels of influence cross-indexed with vulnerability to various forms of pressure, bribery, blackmail, direct threats, the following are the top 8 peers in Parliament to target in the next 10 days. Duke Dillard Portier, Lord Raylan Jannath, Lady Ruth Lineker, Lady Madeline Withburn, Lord Heer Rillin, Lady Harold Vanthampur, Lady Silifrey Sushenstar, Lord Sarkin Eomain, with utmost respect, the Black King of Loyalty. Yeah, we have heard some of these names before. And another chest. And there's yet another Mind Flayer specimen. Helldusk boots. You cannot be forcibly moved by foe spells or actions, and you ignore the effects of difficult terrain. And a class action called Hellcrawler. Okay, I'll take a closer look at that later. Accelerated Grand Design. Accelerated Grand Design, the key points. As top leaders in the Bainite hierarchy to effectively implement what the Mad Alhun, known as Blue Apex, named the Accelerated Grand Design, it's important that you understand its broad outlines. Don't worry about the details. Leave those to me. Who's writing this and who are you addressing? The central element of this plan is that our dominated elder brain lays illicit tadpoles that induce a state of suspended ceramorphosis in which the host does not transform into a mind flayer. Instead, the tadpole become psychic minions of the hive mind of the elder brain, which they perceive as a goddess, a deity of conquest called the Absolute. This Absolute, however, obeys the commands of the Chosen of the Dead Three, and needless to say, as Bane is the god of tyranny, our allies who worship Baal and Merkel must in the end defer to us. So I'm guessing Gortash wrote this. I'm not sure who he's speaking to here, though. Maybe he's just talking to himself. But yeah, lots of interesting reading material here. I mean, most of this is stuff that we have figured out before, but I guess it's kind of nice to have it like explained again all in one place and from like the mastermind himself, I suppose. A Guide to Avernus, One Hellish Holiday. I think we have seen that one before. The leadership of the Gentarim, Queen of Kingpins. Again, I'm pretty sure these are old. Okay, it looks like we may have seen everything of interest in this place. So, I guess I will just return to camp. The area is not restricted anymore, so I can just fast travel back. Talk to my companions, hopefully Karlach. And that actually is going to be enough for this episode, probably. So yeah, let's go to camp. And let's make a quick tour and let's see if there's any new dialogue. Well, Karlach wants to talk.
A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and a haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better then.
Yes, I think we did a good deed here. Okay, so clearly my companions have something to say about this. Alright, Karlach, had some time to think?
Hey, soldier. You're back.
Still soldier after everything we've been through, huh? I've been worried about you. Are you alright? Sorted yourself out, I hope. Yeah, are you alright?
Yeah, despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlach just won't let me. Did I miss anything important?
Not really. Not really, but I missed you. Villains rose, heroes fell, and the apocalypse drew nearer. She hasn't been away that long. We can talk about that later. I'm more concerned about you. Nothing important. No, didn't miss anything, but I missed you.
I missed you too. You know, I wouldn't have bothered falling in love with you if I'd known saying goodbye would be so hard.
Who's saying goodbye? I'm here. You wouldn't have had a choice. I would have pursued you to the ends of Faerun. I know what you mean. I'm scared of you leaving me behind. Yeah, no saying goodbye just yet, please.
You certainly are. I'm trying to stay here, now, alive while I can. But it's like my mind is whittled down to the black hole that should have been our future.
I understand. I think about it too. I'll think of you whenever I burn my hand on a hot stove. We still have a future, maybe a shorter one than most, but that doesn't make it less beautiful. I mean, I actually kind of think the hot stove line is kind of cute.
In every blister, there I'll be. Oh, honey, I hope you miss me, but not too much. You have a gift in front of you. A whole life. You have to savor it. Promise?
I promise. I promise I will. I haven't given up, Karlach. We still might be able to fix your engine. Karlach, would you ever consider going back to Avernus just for a while, just to buy yourself more time? Again, is it really so terrible to just drop by for like a short moment, especially if it's just the House of Hope?
No. I can't. I'd rather die here in Faerun, my home, than live in service to a devil.
Okay, but why would going to Avernus mean that you have to serve a devil? Is this like automatically a thing? If you go there, you have to follow their orders? I mean, when I took her to, the House of Hope, when retrieving the Orphic Hammer, she could still fight on my side. She wasn't in service of any devil, so I think this would work. We just visit Hope every now and then, and, maybe we can figure something out. Seems like the most reasonable option I've heard so far. I understand. I just wish there were another way. It wouldn't have to be forever, just long enough for us to figure out a way to fix your engine. What about what I want? You're asking me to let you die when we could still prevent it. Yeah, I mean, not forever, just for a moment every now and then.
I've considered it. Believe me, I have. But it would take Zariel all of a minute to suss me out and force me back into the Blood War. I can't do it anymore. I'd wish for death every day. Let me go out surrounded by things I love, not things I hate. Speaking of which, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
I mean, if Avernus really is an option for you and you prefer to die here on this world over going back, then of course I will stay with you. Of course, my love, of course. I'm not sure I can. It'll be too hard. We're going to cure you before it comes to that. I just know it. I mean, it would be nice, but if it doesn't work out, I will of course stay with you.
Thank you. Now, enough tragedy. I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it?
That's the
Plus, if I cry any
spirit.
more, I'm going to run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, darling. I love you. A lot.
You know what, Karlach?
Darling?
I think you need a kiss.
Go on.
Can I kiss you?
Oh. Yes.
Because I think you need it.
Thank you.
Not for that. Not for that. And yeah, I guess that's all for now. But it seems that she's doing a little bit better now. Maybe she has moved on from the stage of anger to acceptance.
Always at your side.
Karlach needs time. Space. But more than this, I think. She needs to know she is not alone.
I've been trying to communicate that to her. What Karlach needs is for her friends to help her find a cure, but she is alone. She's going to die. Help me convince her to return to Avernus. Not sure what Jaheira is supposed to do here. I just wish she'd stop sulking. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can still keep looking for a cure.
And answers, justice. 10 years of her life back. All manner of things we cannot give her.
That's true.
She's already lost her heart. She deserves better than to have her friends heap happy lies upon her.
I'm not ready to give up on her just yet. That's easy for you to say. You've had a chance to live a full life. Well, that's what I've been saying. I don't know what else to do, Jaheira. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Then there's two of us.
Right. Okay, well, not much that she can do to help.
I'm still thinking about Karlach. About what she said. God. There really is no justice in the world.
Nope. Oh, there isn't. There isn't. I mean, you didn't really get what you wanted either. I mean, you got revenge on Cazador, but you didn't ascend. You're still a vampire spawn. But it seems that he has kind of made his peace with that and has accepted that.
The agony of knowing the end is near. I spent years swatting away my fears and doubts of my infernal fate, and I eventually made my peace. I had to. You will too, Karlach. I know it. Until then, I'm here every step of the way.
That's nice, I guess, but you should tell that to Karlach.
Poor Karlach. Having to face her own mortality in such a definitive manner. Though the rest of us is still liable to perish, if it's any consolation.
Yep, we still might all die in the battle against the Elder Brain. You probably don't have anything to say about this.
Ready and waiting.
Of course not. Why are you still here?
No sense dawdling. Karlach has precious little time left to her. We'd do better than to waste it.
Right. And, Halsin.
Karlach has had her mortality defined to her in most cruel terms. I do not know if we can help her, but perhaps we can at least be there for her.
That is the plan. And I have once again forgotten about Lizelle because she's hiding all the way over here. As if she doesn't want to talk to me.
Karlach's fate may be written, but her story isn't ended. The histories of the greatest Githyanki warriors are recorded in slate. They are unerasable. She must make every battle her bloodiest yet. She must make herself unerasable too.
Yeah, maybe we should write down her story in slate as well. Okay, so we have talked to everyone, which means there's really only one thing left for us to do, apart from, you know, the main quest, and that is find Dribbles the Clown. So next episode, I will start my tour of Baldur's Gate and the other areas near the city to, first of all, find the remaining pieces of Dribbles and see if I missed anything, like any buildings maybe I haven't entered, people I haven't spoken to. And I will also make some preparations, like visiting all shopkeepers again to buy some stuff. And I will, you know, edit those episodes, or episode maybe, more heavily than usual, and just, you know, show you the interesting footage when I actually find something new or unusual. So I'm not sure how much footage I will get out of that. I'm hoping for at least one episode, but conceivably it could be more than one episode. And once we're done with that, we are off to hopefully defeat the Elder Brain. But for now, let's call it a day as always. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.